Well, the humidity's still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his third team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential. But in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has the opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3rd and 11.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Here we go, son. Green knife.
Fields now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here we go.
On the draw, it's Hall.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Jaguars' 31-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. They're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go, or throw to a target and get that pass away.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called a zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
On the coverage.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
They'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6.
A loss of 2 yards. And
Here's Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
a gain of 15. And the Jets first
Fields.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Now it's Fields.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19.
To throw is Fields.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Justin Fields.
26 yards.
And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Folk connects on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jaguars nothing.
So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Hey, easy. Route. Son. Let's make some good calls.
Lawrence will throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lisa 24.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you downstate an hour or two to Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hanson and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports, and we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just 1 touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
That one.
Aaron Glenn has made the decision. He wants another look. Out comes a challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field
lines up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
Taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game, and that continued with that first down run.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
That'll give him 8 that time. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Jaguars.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Hey, Soko, it's hot. It's hot.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on
Officially
the play.
no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Hey,
Lawrence.
Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brian Thomas.
30 yards.
And the Jags have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He'll buy some time right. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Jets.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Ready?
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Joshua Hines-Allen there on the stop.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Fields. Dancing to his left. Fields, he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
16 yards. First down, New York.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Fields.
And it's caught.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 2-yard line.
They'll give to Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Well, this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2. Here's Hall again.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
The Folks' kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down 10-7, a little under 50 seconds to go. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Finding Washington.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
What a time to come up with a play like that. They're now in field goal range. But the opportunity is also there to try and win the game outright.
29-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to Johnny Munt. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
And they will get the timeout. So 3 seconds remaining, and they can trot out the field goal unit and try to send this one to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime.
A nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Ball again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Justin Fields scrambles from the pocket. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jets.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
First throw in overtime by Fields.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism...
Oh, and it's intercepted!
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
So their defense gives them the ball back, but now, Charles, you really got to start watching that clock. We're getting closer and closer to this thing ending in a draw.
Yeah, you just jump in the saddle on the line between aggressive and reckless, right? Because you want to move the ball downfield and give your field goal kicker a chance, but you also don't want to make the critical mistake and end up with a loss, because a tie, you'll take it. A loss, that'll be hard to handle.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point. But now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range and get us a win.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
One overtime, how about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
A give running right, ETN.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
Here we go.
Hall want to give up the middle.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
9. They'll go again with Hall.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Overtime with 2 minutes to play. We are in sudden death, but still all tied up.
So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
Defense.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.